Today, a soldier sees a snapshot of the terrain, a pilot an image of the airspace, the commander a view of the mission. But they're all part of a bigger picture. That's why Boeing is helping create a remarkable network to gather and analyze data from every source, then deliver the right information instantly. So the bigger picture is a safer world. Boeing, forever new frontiers.
You talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say.
Senator Dodd, Senator Lieberman, Senator Chuck Hagel, Senator Kyle, Stephen Hadley.
Stephen Hadley, Jack Murtha, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
John McCain, Barack Obama,
Mitch, McConnell, John Kerry,
Dick Cheney.
The Democrats have now taken control of the House and the Senate. It's not enough for them to be critics anymore. But then they end up critical of what we're trying to do, advocating withdrawal or so-called redeployment of the force, but they have absolutely nothing to offer in its place.
The Vice President has pursued this wrong-headed course throughout the process, and you can see the results that we have right now.
Find a way to withdraw and find a way for a political settlement. Well, of course, it would be wonderful to try to find a way. That's not concrete, it's not specific.
No one suggested pulling out quickly here. This is a Rubik Cube we're talking about.
Would you start withdrawing troops this year?
I would. I think you can. I think you can bring down those numbers. We've got a huge problem in Afghanistan.
With all respect, the other proposals represent the beginning of a retreat, of a defeat.
I am not, nor any member of Congress, and I'm aware of, Tim, is advocating defeat. That's ridiculous, and I'm offended that any responsible member of Congress or anyone else would even suggest such a thing.
Will you support Senator Kennedy's effort not to provide funding for new troops?
I'm looking at all the possibilities. I'm working with a number of senators on a resolution.
Well, I don't think Chuck Hagel's been with us for a long time.
I say to Senator McCain, stop distorting what we're saying. I say to Senator McCain, talk to what we've really said.
And I think Senator McCain and Senator Cheney have been directing their fire at a straw man. We are in the catastrophe that Senator McCain described right now.
If these people are serious and that oppose this increase in troops and change in strategy, then they should vote to cut off funding. A motion of disapproval, I view as purely a political ploy to do further damage to the President of the United States.
I expect them to restrict funding until some of the problems are solved in the United States.
No, I don't support using the power of the purse because I think that sends the wrong message to our troops. We're going to continue to support our troops, although we disagree with the policy.
Well, you can't pull the rug out from under the troops that are there, obviously, and I'm not saying end this tomorrow morning.
Hopefully there are 51 senators and 51% hopefully in the House of Representatives who will say that we do not support additional troops going into Iraq.
But a matter this controversial, of course it will require 60 votes. That's the way it always is in the United States Senate.
I think it would be foolish to filibuster. The Senate runs in such a way that people can attach amendments all the time. I'd be glad to have that debate.
It's an anti-war segment of the Republican Party, which was quite interesting to me this week. Senator Sam Brownback of Kansas, who was a cultural conservative thinking about running for the presidency, came out in opposition to the troop surge.
Some are saying as early as next week. What can you tell us?
Well, I will have something to say about that fairly soon, Bob. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk. It's something that I've been considering. I've said I've been considering it, and we'll be making an announcement fairly soon.
Well, I'm going to make my case based on experience and judgment and ability. The very debate we're having here today, I think, indicates we need new leadership in the country. I can't believe that in 5 years we've squandered years of administrations, Republicans and Democrats, building world alliances to support us. When you think of where we were on September 12th, 2001, and where we are today, clearly new leadership is necessary in the country, and I want to be part of that debate.
You're going to cast your lot with your fellow Senator Dodd this morning?
Don't put Joe in that position here.
Very nice of you to ask, Tim.
Look, good morning, Joe. How are you?
Good morning, buddy.
When are you going to announce whether or not you want to be president?
You'll hear about it. Soon? I know you'll know. Oh, yeah, it's got to be relatively soon, but
this month?
I can't tell you precisely, Wolf, but it will be soon.
I think that it's always a good idea to have a third, to have an independent candidate in there. But I think that I don't know if the people are ready for it or not, or if they're just too set in the two-party system. But
I just want to ask you quickly about your health and your leg. You know, I was talking to a friend of yours the other day. He says you can't imagine how painful this is, but you're still smiling.
Fake.
Talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say.
Imagination is the bridge to the future. Boeing, forever new frontiers.